Hey, what's up guys, TheCampingRusher here. Welcome back everybody to another Fortnite video. Today we have a lot of stuff to go over. All the changes that came with the update last night, or I guess early this morning. And then we've got some news on 8.2 coming out next week. So, as always, stick around, enjoy the gameplay in the background. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already right now for me. It's quick, it's easy, helps me out a lot. Touch that like button and support a creator code, TheCampingRusher. I replied to 50 to 100 comments yesterday, or at least dropped a heart, and I just saw so many of you guys. I was scrolling through because I wanted to get your opinion on the gameplay question I asked last time, and I saw hundreds of comments, people supporting me. So just thank you, keep it up, and let me know if you do support the channel with that creator code. All right, first off, updated map of the helicopter's location. So it's becoming a daily thing now. We are now on the 5th location, and it is about to leave the desert biomes. Remember, there are not 5 total helicopters. This is the same helicopter moving, it seems, again, daily, right? We don't know. I'm just going to keep you updated. It's something to do with the storyline, but what exactly that something to do is, we're not sure yet. And hopefully we get an answer soon. It's giving me like a Kevin the Cube vibe, right? Just rotating around the map, except this one's just teleporting, not actually with the cool in-game animation that Kevin was doing. So we'll see. I'll keep you up to date on this. All right, so the patch notes. There's actually a couple big changes that you should be aware of, like game-changing changes. I know they're all game-changing, but things that actually matter, right, that you're going to notice. First off, the new Flintlock Pistol is actually pretty cool. It's an uncommon, common rarity. Floor loot is the only way you can find it. It knocks back the shooter, but it could also knock back the target if they're close enough. So the closer you are to the target, the further they get knocked away. The shooter can crouch to prevent the knockback. Okay. Close range damage, 86 to 90, which is huge. But there is significant damage fall off there. You got to reload after each shot. 3-second reload time, and it uses heavy ammo. So I've seen some tactics with this. You can catch people off guard, right? Because it gives you, I don't know how high you can jump. It seemed like two to three like squares or whatever you want to call it. So you could be low ground and just pop up just like an impulse grenade, except there's no time until it explodes, right? You just shoot and it's instant. I haven't played yet with the new update. I just got back from class, so I'm sure I'm gonna have to figure out how to defend against it, because apparently you can't hear it when you switch to the weapon. You actually can't hear it too well as the opponent, so it could really catch you off guard. So we'll see. I'll let you know, man. I'll let you know. Unvaulted the impulse grenade. So the impulse grenade is back, and there is reasoning for this. It's actually quite funny. The impulse strength against vehicles has now been increased by 344%. So you can launch vehicles now over 3 times as far as before, which I think is hilarious. And then on top of that, increase the impulse strength of explosive weapons against vehicles by 233%. So now explosives also launch these vehicles. And then scoped assault rifle, increased base damage from 24-23 to 27-26. I think that's a good change. Reduce the spawn rate of the baller from 100 to 50%. So so first off, let's just touch on the scoped assault rifle. That's a great change. The scoped assault rifle, where it was basically useless. Even if you have good aim, there was no point of picking it up. So hopefully, because that's a pretty big 3 damage increase per shot there, maybe gives this thing a little bit more value. So yeah, I'm a fan of that. But everything else very much has to do with the baller. All right. And if you've been watching the videos the past couple days, I mean, you guys know the I don't know if you want to call it the problem, but let's call it a problem just for simplicity. The problem with the baller is in scrim matches, right? Like, the baller is a super fun vehicle, but I gotta be honest, and I'll say it again, we placed 86th in North America, Western North America. I'm just gonna keep saying it because I'm so proud of it. But I gotta say, a big part of that was our use of the ballers. We really understood the meta early, and our landing spot, Lonely Lodge, and specifically me, I had the perfect drop basically every game to win the hangar right by Lonely Lodge where all the hamster balls spawned. And heck, I'd have like 3 guys racing me for it, but because I mastered that drop, I was usually able to get a chest, pop a quick kill, and then we had possession of the ballers. And I would even go as far as to like pickaxe every baller down the hill because they're just so overpowered. And by the time we left Lonely Lodge, all of them would be gone, and we would not usually fight the players, right? It's not worth it to fight early game in the scrims if you don't have to. But by the time we were leaving, everyone had been taken. So the ballers are everything because you'd have like 20 of these things in the last circle because no one wants to shoot at a baller, right? It's a waste of ammo if you can't secure a kill, and it's just not rational. So now, if you got an impulse grenade or an explosive weapon, you're going to be able to launch these ballers right out of that final circle. That's a big reason for this change. And I wanted to ask you guys though, from because I understand the change from a scrim perspective, and I don't really. I know the baller rate's been reduced from 100 to 50%. Does that make you guys angry at all? I saw a tweet today saying like, why would they do this? They always listen to the scrim players. And I don't really see too much of a negative. I mean, there's already like 5 or 6 of these ballers that spawn at these hangar locations. So if that number switched to 3, I don't see it being a huge deal, but let me know. Are you guys upset about this change just from a pub match perspective? Because I'm not really from that perspective either. So I was just surprised to see some opinions on that, but open to hearing what that's about. But all right, I wanted to give my insight on that because there is reason for that, these changes this week, and I think it's going to be fun. I'm still rocking the baller, let me tell you. We're going to be rocking it in the tournament that I'm now going to talk about happening this weekend. Not much you need to know because I did talk about it yesterday, but the Black Heart Cup, the Gauntlet has reopened once again, 24 hours a day it's running, and it's running until the 23rd. Now, it's basically the same as the Scallywag. The top 3% globally of anyone, solo or duos, prior to the start of the tournament, which again is the 23rd, you will be put into the semifinals, and that is the Blackheart Cup semifinals. And then from there, the top 3,000 players or 1,500 teams from each region move on to the finals, and then from the finals, it's same spread of money, right? $100,000. They're just testing out the payment system, and participating in these tournaments and the gauntlet test now requires a minimum account level of 15 rather than 10, just to further prevent any hackers. And honestly, from our experience, I did not knowingly run into any hackers, so this system seems to be working very well. So I'll let you know. I mean, again, we're still gonna rock these hamster balls, these ballers, but it's going to be more of a fight, I think. And I'm gonna have to make sure to include that in my strategy. Secure 2 balls early, because it's just free positioning points, man. It really is, and we abused it in that tournament. Well, why wouldn't you, right? You gotta. One other change here, performance-wise, that I'll mention. Greatly optimize bandwidth usage by eliminating transport of redundant information, particularly around inventory and ability updates. So this is just going to reduce some network-related hitching and desync issues, especially during combat. So I think a big change here, you should be able to notice just some improved performance, which is always a great thing. There's a couple more bug fixes, things like that, but from here, I'll link the patch notes down below. I've covered all the important stuff. A leak, there was one single leak that came with the update last night, and that is this. A new Rivet Wrap has been added to the game files with 8.11. You can obviously see it there. It's a cool looking one, and it goes with the Waypoint skin. There's nothing confirmed, but there is rumor that this is going to be either going to be in the shop for probably 300-ish V-Bucks, or it's going to be a free wrap that comes with the Waypoint skin if you own it already, or if you buy it. But I'm more on the it's going to be in the shop for 300 V-Bucks, but there's potential either way. Couple other things to do with 8.2. This was a Reddit post. in the patch notes, there was a note there that said the increase of color vibrancy and something else was listed, like the color vibrancy of the map. And it's not actually supposed to be in there if you read the patch notes early. It's been removed now, and it will be coming in 8.2. So that's something we can expect, just some lighting and saturation vibrancy changes with the visuals. And on top of that, some good news as well. Epic, please fix this. It's annoying whenever you kill someone. It shows that he or she is still spectating, but he or she actually is not. And yeah, I let you guys know about this glitch. You don't actually have 8-10 people watching you. It's just a glitch where the amount of people you have killed end up watching you. So there's a reply from an employee. This should be fixed in 8.2 next week. So another bug fix, something else we know about the patch notes next week, and it's confirmed, even though we kind of assumed. 8.2, a big update, is what's coming next week, and I'm beyond excited. Remember, I cover these updates, the big ones, the moment they come out. So I'll have 3 or 4 videos going up as soon as the update drops. So you got to make sure you're subscribed. It'll make sure you will not miss out on anything Fortnite related. And that's all I got for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know if you enjoyed. Touch that like button for me on your way out. Stick around. There's probably not any gameplay left. There might be, but I talked for a while today. I always do. I know, man. Subscribe to the channel and support a creator code TheCampingRusher. Take care. Talk soon. Goodbye.